What's up guys, you're watching India Today Tech. I'm Rahul Sethi and in this video we're going to take a look at the latest Motorola phone, the Moto One Power. It is priced at around 16,000 rupees and runs the Android One software.
So this is the Indian retail box of the Motorola One Power. You see Android One written at the bottom and on the right side as well. At the back you'll see there are some major specs mentioned. There is a 5000 mAh battery inside the phone with turbo power charging system, which is Motorola's proprietary fast charging system. And there's also a dual camera setup at the back with 16 megapixel primary and 5 megapixel secondary sensor. There's also a 6.2 inch display. So let's quickly get the phone out of the box and we'll take a look at the full specs as well in detail. So here is the Motorola One Power, and it comes with a back cover pre-installed straight out of the box, and it's a very puffy cover.
It's very thick and makes the phone really bulky to hold and use. But yes, this will prevent the phone from any damage.
Of course, it won't protect the display. It doesn't come with screen guard pre-installed, but yes, there is a back cover. We'll remove the back cover and take a look at the design. Let's take a look at the other box contents. At first, there is a quick start guide that tells you how to set up the phone. It's both in English and Hindi.
Then there's a safety guide that also comes in both English and Hindi.
Next up, there is a SIM ejector tool.
A charger that's not very big but still has 18 watt power output, which means that it's a fast charger,
and which also means that most companies don't need to bundle such big hefty chargers with their smartphones if a small little charger like this can deliver 18 watt output.
Then there is a very good quality and good in length Type-C USB cable. There are no earphones inside the box.
So we are done with the unboxing, and the first thing I need to do is remove this bulky back cover and take a look at the phone's design. It has a metal back plate, but I think most of the frame and the body of the phone is done in plastic, like most of the smartphones in this price segment, although it does have a notch display,
and the notch looks very similar to that of the iPhone with curved edges
and a very big length. The phone appears to have a 2.5D glass protecting the display. Let's quickly turn it on and go around the ports. At the bottom you get a Type-C USB port with speaker grills on both sides, and then at the top you get the primary camera, the earpiece, and ambient light and proximity sensors. At the top you get a 3.5mm headphone jack and secondary microphone. The fingerprint scanner is placed at the back with Motorola logo inside it, and there is a dual camera setup with dual tone LED flash placed between the two sensors. Overall the phone is quite big and bulky, but it does have 6.2 inch display. What's different on this phone is that it doesn't have that longish form factor. It's wide and pretty much tries to mimic the usual 16:9 standard aspect ratio, and that gives it a very familiar feeling. But anyways, let's set up the device and take a look at the full specs of the phone. The Moto One Power comes with a 6.2 inch IPS LCD panel with full HD plus resolution. Under the hood it runs Snapdragon 636 or 4GB of RAM and 64GB storage. At the rear the phone has a 16 plus 5 megapixel dual camera setup with the primary sensor having an f1.8 aperture and face detection autofocus. The phone is capable of recording 4K videos. At the front there is a 12 megapixel selfie shooter. The phone runs Android 8.1 Oreo under the Android One project, houses a 5000 mAh battery, and also has Bluetooth 5.0.
So I've started the smartphone, and there are three design features that you should probably know about the device right away. First is that it comes with a triple slot, so you can add 2 SIM cards and expand the storage as well on the device. But the other two things are not very good.
The power and the lock key don't have a very good tactile feedback, and you would consequently need to apply a lot of effort to use this button.
Next, the phone is also very thick and bulky. That is what I said when I took the phone out of the box, but now as I'm using it, I feel it's quite a 2016 phone. It has a 6.2 inch display, but it's almost as big as 6 inch phones used to have in the market 2 or 3 years ago, and is far thick and heavy if you compare it to the current generation devices, which are thinner, lighter, and pack much more screen area in an almost same form factor. The fingerprint scanner on the device is quite slow. You'll see after you've touched the scanner, it takes about 2 to 3 seconds for the home screen to appear.
But anyways, the software appears to be one of the major highlights of this phone, so let's take a look at that. The phone runs August 1 security patch and comes with Android 8.1 Oreo out of the box. Motorola says that the phone is upgradable to Android 9 Pie as per the Android One project. Its total stock Android interface similar to what we have seen on the Xiaomi Mi A1 or the Nokia 6.1 Plus. In fact, there are two Motorola apps, one that helps you set up Moto Actions and Moto Gestures, and the Moto Display as well, and the second is a Moto Help that connects you to the Motorola customer care. There is also a Dolby Atmos app that allows you to tweak the audio output on the phone using several presets or customizing the audio output using the graphic equalizer bars. Otherwise, the interface is purely stock, and that you will see if you access the settings menu and other stuff as well. Moto Display includes active display, which shows you the battery percentage, time, and other notifications. The display quality of the Moto One Power also seems to be quite average. You'll see black levels are nice, but the overall color production is nothing great, and the contrast is also not very good. Brightness levels are quite nice, but we'll have to check it outdoors because I think it's not very high. Of course, it's not as good as what we have seen on the AMOLED panels. We have seen sharper displays in this price segment, although most phones try to offer specs over quality, and Motorola does nothing different here. Now I fired up the camera app and you'll see that the autofocus is also not very fast. It takes a moment to lock focus, and you'll also see the color of the object is very much changed. If we talk about autofocus in video recording mode, it is quite slow, but it locks onto the object pretty nicely and it doesn't hunt for the focus, which is quite nice, but it's not very fast is what I see. But one important thing to note here is that the dynamic range on the photos is not very good. This affects photos taken in tricky lighting situations. Also, the color production is not accurate. It looks as if the photos are oversaturated to look more eye-popping. Now the front camera also gives a yellow tinge to the face, and let's see if it appears in the photo as well. My face has a very yellowish tone to it. Also, you'll see there is a lot of noise, although the lighting is not bad and it's not really a low light environment. So overall, the Moto One Power seems to be quite late to the party already, and it doesn't bring anything exciting to the table for now. There are several devices in this price segment that are under the Android One project, but we'll be doing a full review and we'll be thoroughly testing the device, so stay tuned, subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos on technology, smartphones and gadgets like this. Thank you for watching.